President Trump holding his first face-to-face meeting with German Chancellor Angela Merkel today. Mr. Trump welcoming the world leader to the White House for a sit-down after the two clashed a bit during the U.S. presidential campaign. White House correspondent Kevin Cork is live from the North Lawn. All right, Kevin, what can we expect from today's meetings? Will they be cordial?
No, listen, she gets it, right? I mean, in the campaign, things are said, there are positions taken, but she's savvy. She understands that a lot of that is bluster. But you're right, this is her first trip to the Trump White House. In fact, her first visit here to the White House in a couple of years. But the big-ticket items today, Shannon, clearly will be what's going to happen with NATO and American involvement there and the ongoing refugee crisis that continues to haunt so many nations in Europe. Clearly, the NATO story has been a very big one. The president has felt for quite some time that the U.S. has sort of shouldered an outsized burden for that organization. In fact, here's what he said about that in early February.
We strongly support NATO. We only ask that all of the NATO members make their full and proper financial contributions to the NATO alliance, which many of them have not been doing. Many of them have not been even close, and they have to do that.
That is not something you can say about Germany. Obviously, they have been shouldering their burden as well, but I think obviously Angela Merkel, the chancellor, would like to make sure that the U.S. doesn't sort of back away from its commitment at NATO. Shannon?
All right, so do we expect that refugee crisis to come up that sparks so much of the tension?
Yeah, you know, that's a very delicate way of putting it. I appreciate the way you laid that out there. You're right. Clearly, it's going to come up. I think the president will probably back away just a bit from his comments that he shared with the London Times back in January when he said, look, she's a great leader, but I think she made a very catastrophic mistake taking in all these illegals. What the president was really suggesting was by bringing in so many refugees, the German chancellor's not only changed the face of Germany, but in many ways, she's invited some of the problems that they have unfortunately had to deal with, especially on the terror front. So that will come up, but I imagine he will backpedal just a bit. Shannon?
Okay, Kevin Cork, thank you very much.